Hi, in this video, I'm going to be talking about symbols and sacred geometry and how to use those symbols and sacred geometry patterns to make changes in your life. Yes, you know those circles and those squares and those triangles and those diamonds and those spirals? They're magical tools. They're magical tools that can just make life so much easier for you. Yeah. So, I have become very interested lately in sacred geometry and symbols only because I have been having dreams, and in my dreams, which I love so much, I have received certain symbols and I have been shown how to use those symbols. And when I apply them in my life, I truly see changes. I truly see miracles. I truly see circumstances turning around. So if you're a dreamer, maybe you know what I'm talking about. Have you had dreams where you were given certain symbols by your guide or some wonderful person from out there? And have you taken those things and applied them in this current lifetime and seen the results of those applications? Yeah, so anyway, I've been having dreams of that nature, and this has made me very interested in trying to understand, not logically, intuitively, what sacred symbols mean. Well, do I even care? I care just a little bit, because for me, I'm not really a logical person, and I really like to go with the flow. And when I get intuitive messages, I run with them. And when I see the results in my life, that's all there is to say. There's a lot of science, there's a lot of trying to understand things on a mental level, but I'm not doing that kind of thing right now. It works for other people, but for me, I'm just going with what works for me, and I'm just hoping that by sharing them, maybe other people also have certain ideas and have had some level and measure of success using symbols. They're so cool, and maybe we can talk about them. Anyway, we know that everything is energy. Everything is energy. And when that energy is converted into matter, and that matter takes on the form of geometrical shape, then that geometrical shape gets a certain significance. Sacred geometry has been used for many generations, and it's been used forever. You can read about that, but in this video, I'm just going to say that those geometric shapes, those simple circles and squares and triangles, they do have a certain significance, and they do take on a certain energy. And if you understand how to use them correctly, they can transform your life. But I just have to preface this by saying that everything you do in your life has to truly come from a place of love. If you're not doing anything, using any symbol, using any kind of energy from a place of love, you've truly missed the point. Because right now, the energies of now are such that nothing that is not of love will stand. Only love will stand in the end. So you'd rather make your creations, you'd rather make your life such that its base is one of love. Self-love for yourself and love for others. So whenever you use the symbols, for example, you use them from a place of love. Otherwise, whatever creation that you are trying to bring into the world will not stand. You might see a shadow of it, but it's going to crumble. It's just going to be a matter of tick-tock. When is this going to go off? So everything is always has to come from a place of love. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense, and otherwise, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Anyway, so one of the symbols that I got in my dream that I'm really interested in sharing about is the circle. So, circle, yeah. So this symbol, it's basically one that represents completion of something, and wholeness. It's also the symbol of the womb. It's very feminine shape, and it's one that has it represents something spiritual, something eternal, something that's complete, something that has no end. It just goes on and on and on, and it's forever. This is just to me a symbol of heaven. I mean, that's how I understand it. It's a symbol of the spirit. So every time I feel that my energies are scattered, when I feel like my emotions are so scattered and I want to feel complete, I draw this circle. I keep visualizing in my mind the image of a circle and just bringing all those energies and trying to complete the circle. I complete the circle, I close it, and I feel whole again, because this symbolizes wholeness to me. So this is one way that you can use the symbol of a circle to just gather all your energies that are scattered. When your thoughts are so frayed and you need to really be centered, you can draw on a piece of paper. It's very important sometimes to draw it. If you can't visualize it, draw on a piece of paper the symbol of a circle. So you're engaging your creative mind, because this is a very feminine shape. So you engage the creative mind, which is very feminine, and by drawing it, you're also bringing in the logical side of it and just consolidating everything together. So a circle can be used to bring your scattered energies together, and to, if you have anything that you need to complete, because this also symbolizes the womb, a place of potential. So if you have any projects that you need to bring forward or that need potential, you can use the symbol of a circle to just bring that project to at least to the fore, so you can act on whatever it is. If you have a dream or a goal, you can use this symbol. Just visualize the project and just see the image of the circle, or draw the image of the circle around it to complete the project. To bring closure to a project. And then another symbol that I love is the spiral symbol. This symbol is almost like a circle, but you see it has no end at the end. It has no closure at the end. So it symbolizes either expansion or contraction. So how I use this symbol is, for example, that just the other day there was a situation that happened that I didn't want to get involved in. So intuitively, this symbol came to my mind, and the first thing that I did was I saw that I should use this symbol to remove, as far as possible, the energies that were bringing this conversation toward me as far away as possible. And this sign, this spiral symbol, was going to help me to move the energy as far away from the thought processes of whoever it is was involved, and as far away from me as possible. And I took the energy and I just envisioned it spiraling out anti-clockwise away from me and further away into the light. And I was just asking that, oh God, please just transform this energy into light and just take it away from me. And I pulled it back in a clockwise manner back into me. So I kept drawing the symbol clockwise back into my heart and just settle that matter in the most balanced way possible. So this symbol can be used to either move energy that is unwanted away from you. And that energy has to be something that doesn't hurt anyone else. Something that you want an outcome for your highest good, and also for the highest good of the other people, and also a peaceful resolution to any situation that's bothering you. So you can spiral out the energy away from you by drawing the symbol of a spiral to just move the energy away from you. So you're going to do it in an anti-clockwise manner to move the energy away from you, and maybe take it back to God and to the source, and then pull back that light energy that has been transformed back into your heart, and just settle the matter very in a clockwise manner. Bring it back into your heart and let it settle there for a very peaceful resolution and a balanced resolution. I tell you, this thing works miracle. I have seen it for myself. I have proven it time and time again. I move the energy away and I bring the energy back. If I want something to grow and expand in my life, if I want something to become bigger, if I want love in my heart to expand, I'm constantly drawing the symbol of a spiral in a clockwise manner and just drawing it and just taking it all over the universe. If I want something to contract in my life, it's the opposite way, you know. So that's one way that I use that symbol. And then, of course, I use the image, the shape of a square. A square usually is one that provides some form of structure in my life, and it also represents the earth, you know, the four corners of the earth. So this symbol is also very important to me when I'm scattered, you know, and I want to provide some structure in my life. I use the symbol of a square. So, for example, I'm working on a project, and it's a creative thing. It needs some order. At some point, you need order in your life, and if you just don't have that order, then you know things can really get out of hand. So the square, sometimes just by drawing the square, helps me to get some structure in my life. And an interesting thing that happened to me is I had a dream, and in the dream I was shown the symbol of a circle and a square, and this circle was this is the way the circle was. So in the dream, I was shown the circle, which I was told was the spiritual side of things, and the square in this manner. The circle was inside the square, and I was told in the dream that this, to me, symbolized bringing heaven and earth together, so that I can manifest my dream. So in that dream, I was shown how to use this symbol to be able to manifest my dreams and to be able to at least function in this world. We need to get grounded. I need to get grounded. I need to bring myself together because I'm usually up there, you know. So my guides showed me that symbol. I use it effectively. I've begun to see a lot of changes in my life now that I'm getting grounded. And you know how we use the symbol of the cross? That has a meaning. The symbol of the square, you know, the triangle, that has a meaning. The double triangle, as above, so below, you know, and various other symbols. So, but for now, I'm going to keep this video short. Those are three symbols that I use that I love: the circle, the spiral, and the square. Do you use sacred geometry in your life? Do you have any symbols? They don't have to be the common symbols. It could even be the symbol of the most weird thing ever. Just as long as Spirit has given it to you and it means something to you, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. You don't have to listen to anyone else. You just have to go with your intuition, with your gut instinct, and use those symbols, bring them from heaven, and use them here on earth, and just change your life. That's what we're here for, really, to be happy and joyful and to apply ourselves to the best that we can. So, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.